I had a recent case where the husband had had a series of affairs which the wife found out about, and she decided that not only that she was going to leave the family home without telling the husband, but also that she didn't want the husband to have any contact with their daughter at all. And she rebuffed all his efforts to allow him to see their daughter. So at that point, the client came to see me, and I said, okay, let's write to her. Let me say, look, it's in this child's best interest to see her dad. Whatever's gone on between the two of you, it's not her fault. The wife's response was to write to me, setting out why, in her view, his behaviour meant that he'd forfeited all right to have a relationship with his daughter. It is not the way things should be, because children should never have to take sides. Children should never be tasked with having any of the emotional burden in a relationship breakdown, which is ultimately an adult decision. I said to the client, look, first of all, why don't you see if you can mediate? And he came back to me after a number of months, and she had allowed him to have very limited contact for a few hours a month, but he had to go to her parents' home, and she and her parents supervised him. It was very, very uncomfortable. I said to the client, look, we've got no choice. We will have to make an application to court. The guiding principle for the court is the welfare of the child. So what is in the best interests of the child? There is much more emphasis now on there being shared care. So the case dragged out for months and months and months. We had to get an independent social worker involved. And the social worker recommended that there should be a shared care order, and the mother didn't accept it. So we had to have a hearing, and the judge then imposed a gradually increasing pattern of contact, starting with his first ever overnight with his daughter in 2 years.